Hey everyone, TapScreen Gaming here, and with the new Pokemon TCG Pocket game out, I thought I'd make a bit of a starting guide for it. So after choosing your name and your avatar, you'll be able to choose a pack. So the first question everyone asks is, what pack should I choose? And that's a good question because your first pack comes with some extra goodies. If you choose Pikachu first, you'll get an Arcanine EX, a Full Art Squirtle, and the Rapidash deck to start with. If you choose Mewtwo first, you'll get a Marowak EX, a Bulbasaur Full Art, and this will also give you the Sandslash deck to start with. And finally, if you choose Charizard first, you'll get an Executor EX, as well as a Charmander Full Art. This option also gives you the Pinsir deck to start. I would recommend either going for the Mewtwo or the Charizard, as the Marowak and Executor are better than the Arcanine in my opinion. Seeing as it's the only one out of the three that injures itself when it attacks, Arcanine is just not as good as the other ones. I'm going to choose Charizard for this video, as my other account I've been opening Mewtwo packs the whole time. So we'll rip this open. Oh, there we go. So we got Charmander, Staryu, Meowth, Pinsir, Executor EX, and I know I said we'll get a Charmander Full Art. That'll happen in a second here. So you're going to swipe up to the cards, register them in your decks. I just call it the Pokedex from now on. You can always come here, tap on the card to check it out and see the art. So to be able to open more packs, we have this cooldown timer right here. It takes 12 hours to be able to open a pack, and it can store up to 2 packs at the same time. So let's open the pack as we have to move forward in the game. So we got Venomoth, Salandit, Pidgey, another Pidgey, and a Haunter. You can also just skip registering them if you don't want to see the animations and stuff like that. So leveling up is a good way to get more of those hourglasses, both for the pack cooldowns and the Wonder Pick. So let's go to our first Wonder Pick, and here's where we'll get our Full Art. It's going to be the Full Art every single time for this first Wonder Pick. It's guaranteed. So it'll just mix up the cards here. Doesn't matter where you pick this first one, you'll always get the Full Art. There, little tutorial's all done now. So as I said, to be able to open more packs, we have this cooldown timer right here, as you can see. It takes 12 hours to be able to open a pack, store up to 2 packs. There's also the option to get a free trial run of the Premium Pass right here. It's a 2-week free trial. You do have to put your credit card info in or whatever payment method you're using, but this will add a second cooldown bar, as you can see right here on my other account. Just remember to add an alarm to your calendar or something if you plan on canceling before the free trial runs out. The premium cooldown bar can't be sped up, but the regular one absolutely can be. Each one of these hourglasses you see right here will lower the cooldown by 1 hour. So every 12 of these you get your hands on, it'll give you a booster pack basically. The hourglasses can be received from missions, leveling up, completing the solo starter battles. You'll get a lot in these missions right here. You get 3 every day, but the beginner missions are where you're going to get a ton. So each one of these gives you 24. You can also exchange for them in the shop, or if you want to play the wallet game, you can use the Poke Gold to lower the cooldown. So once you open your first starting pack, you're going to want to stick to opening that same pack when opening boosters. This will help build out a functional deck to battle with. Later on, you can open other packs to fill out your Pokedex if you want, but hopefully we won't have to wait too long until we get an update with more pack options. So we've got enough to open 2 more packs. So we're going to open 2 more Charizard packs, but before that, as you can see these cards scrolling along the top, this will give you a bit of a preview of what cards you're going to want to be getting in these packs. Each pack will have its own separate cards that you can only get from that pack. So open another couple Charizard packs, and then we'll move on to the Wonder Pick. All these packs are the same. You can choose whichever one you want, but they're all the same. You can actually open them from the backside as well. They'll be all in reverse order. This will give you your rarer card first. It's a bit of a letdown, but you can do it this way. You'll reach certain milestones when opening cards, and it'll give you a little tidbit of info at the bottom there. Got 1 more pack to open. Rattata, Dumwole, Blaine, Vulpix, Kabutops. You can also hold down on the card and tilt it around to look at the different holo effects, stuff like that. So now coming to the Wonder Pick where we got our Full Art card. As you can see at the top, there are 5 icons. Each one of these will cost a different amount depending on the rarity of the cards that are available. The Zubat right here, or the Golbat, sorry, is a higher rarity than all of these other ones. See, they cost 1 and this one costs 3. You can also reduce the cooldown for recovering these Wonder Picks with hourglasses, just like the regular booster packs. So scrolling down, you'll probably see some expired Wonder Picks. There's a card in there that you want. You can use a rewind watch to revive the pick and try to get that card. Now, after opening some packs, you might notice this currency in the bottom right go up. These are pack points. Tapping on them will open up an exchange for every card available. It takes a while to get a lot of them, but if you're really struggling to get a specific card for your deck, you can also always go here and get the card that you need. Scrolling to the bottom will show you all these full art holo cards. All the EX cards cost quite a bit, and the most expensive ones are these crown rares at the bottom here. That's 2,500 points. You'll receive 5 points for every pack you open, so it'll take you a while to save up, so spend them wisely. Keep in mind 2,500 is the max, so if you do hit that amount, make sure to spend them before opening more packs. You can check the cards that you do have right here. It's the second icon on the bottom. This will also tell you how many copies you have of each card. You'll need extra copies to obtain a flare card. This will give it a extra effect, as you see on the Charmander here. It'll give you some twinkling stars. You will need 3 copies as well as some flare dust, which you get from missions and I believe leveling up as well. The other higher rarity cards get a cooler flare for when you play the card, like a little animation. Hitting this toggle option right here will show you the entire Pokedex, including all the cards you're missing. Tapping on one of them will show you what card it is, and right here it shows you what deck you need to open to get it. It'll either be the Charizard, Pikachu, or Mewtwo deck. So once you've opened up all the packs you can, a good place to start would be checking out the missions in the bottom right here. There's a bunch of rewards for you to earn from the beginner, daily, dex, deck, and premium mission tabs. The beginner missions are great as they'll reward you with a ton of booster pack hourglasses as well as wonder pick hourglasses as you get further along in them. It's a super easy way to get an absolute ton of cards early on in the game to help you figure out what kind of deck you want to build. After you've done a bunch of these to open all your packs would be a good time to reroll if you don't like what you got, because when these missions are up, the free packs slow down quite a bit. Daily missions are super simple. Complete 3 of the missions and you'll get 3 hourglasses for the booster packs. The Dex missions will reward you with emblem tickets for filling out the Pokedex, which can be used to exchange for emblems in the shop. The deck missions will unlock rental decks for you to use, and the premium missions are tied to the premium pass we talked about before. Now we can check out the shop. This is where we'll be spending some of the currencies you earn. There's going to be a free reward here every day. In this ticket shop, you'll find hourglasses, special shop tickets, accessories, cards, and item cards. You can get the currency for this shop from event missions, step-up battles, and from other people sending a thanks after you battle them or they used your wonder pick. The emblem shop contains exactly that, some emblems. They'll show up on your profile when you tap your avatar. You can get this currency by completing Dex missions and the themed collection. The next shop is the special shop that has some fancy looking accessories for you to buy. The other shop is currently empty. There's also this limited time and event shop. The event shop contains accessories and the currency you'll get from participating in events to be able to buy stuff in here. The premium shop contains accessories and a Pikachu card. You'll need the premium pass to earn this currency though. But remember, it's free for 2 weeks. We have the Pokegold shop, which is a paid currency and it contains some accessories. The other shop is again empty. Before we move on, we're going to have to level up to at least level 3. So we can do that by completing a wonder pick and opening some more packs. So we'll try to go for this Golbat just for fun. Ditto. So this is where you can send a thanks after opening a wonder pick and they'll get one of that currency that we talked about earlier. Complete one of the beginner missions, get more hourglasses. So we got to level 3 by opening some packs and doing some wonder picks. As you come to battle, the 4th icon on the bottom here. Before you can battle, you have to go through this guide and complete 6 of the tutorial missions. These will also give you some hourglass rewards. So just continue through those. And I'm going to switch to my main account for the rest of the video. So after you've done all those missions that you have to do, you can come to deck right here. And it's a good time to start building your deck. And tap on decks, tap the plus icon, and build a new deck. If you tap the plus icon here, you can manually add cards, or you can actually auto build a deck. It'll prompt you to choose the energy the deck is based around, up to 2 types since some cards use both. I recommend using a single energy type as you run into situations in battle where you can't get the energy you need if you run a 2 energy deck. If you don't have enough cards for an element, you can always put cards in that take any type of energy, called colorless cards. Farfetch'd is a good example, and it's a good card to help fill out your deck. He has decent damage and doesn't require lots of energy, so you can get doing damage quite early on in a battle. He also takes any type of energy, as you can see by the colorless icon, the black star on the white circle. Hit change right here. This is also where you can change the accessories. Different coins for when you flip coins, different card sleeves, different playmats. All of these are available in the shop or from rewards. You can also add energy, different types of energy to your deck right here, and you can change the highlight cards for your deck. You can change the color of your deck box here as well to help you see visually what kind of deck you've built. Don't forget to name your deck as well. I always name it just whatever element it's based on or what type of deck it would be, like a Mewtwo EX deck or a Pikachu EX deck. I can also make a video in the future for different deck builds if you guys want it. So now that you have a functional deck built, let's get into battling. From the fourth icon on the bottom, the battle icon, tap solo, and come to step up battle. You'll start out as beginner, but then you'll unlock intermediate, advanced, and expert. We'll go into beginner, and at first Ivysaur will be the only deck that's available for you to battle against, with each victory unlocking more decks to battle. We'll come to Ivysaur, and you see there will be missions on the right here. You get first time rewards for beating that deck, and then there's specific things you have to do to unlock these other ones, like put 4 basic Pokemon into play, or knock out your opponent's active Pokemon one time with an attack from a fire type. These missions start out super easy for beginner, and they get harder and harder for intermediate and advanced and expert. As you can see for expert here, win this battle with a deck whose Pokemon are owned in fighting type. Win this battle using a deck where all the Pokemon cards are of 1, 2, or 3-star rarity. Win this battle by turn 12. Coming back to the battle page, you'll see the versus icon. Here you can participate in battles against real people. Private match will require a password to battle in, while the random match will pair you with a random person. It'll ask if you're a beginner or not, and you can always change this later on, but it doesn't seem to matter too much. So you'll be paired with a random person. There'll be a coin flip to determine who goes first. I'm going second, and you actually want to go second. The player who goes first can only deploy a Pokemon into the active slot, while the player who goes second is able to attach an energy and therefore can get the first attack in. Battles are pretty straightforward. You have an active slot and 3 bench slots with energy generating every turn after the first. Any Pokemon in the active slot can attack and be attacked, while the bench Pokemon can have energy attached to them and can't attack, with the exception of a few cards that have active abilities that can make moves from the bench. Some Pokemon in the active slot are able to attack your opponent's bench Pokemon via these active abilities. Energy is generated every turn besides the first turn. This is why I said earlier, keep it to a single energy deck, because if you're running 2 energies, you probably aren't going to get what you want in a lot of situations. Each card has a required amount of energy to use their attacks, with the energy type being shown. Some cards need a combination of energy, while others only need one. Some also need a specific energy plus any other energy, as you see on side drive right here. Different Pokemon have different costs to retreat from the active spot, as you see here on the bottom. There are also 3 different types of Pokemon. The basic, as you see here in the top left, means you can play them right off the hop. There's also stage 1 and stage 2 Pokemon. These are evolution Pokemon. Each time you evolve them, they'll gain power by increasing their HP, their damage, but also usually increasing their energy requirements as well as their retreat cost. Some stage 1 and stage 2 cards will have an EX version, which will be a stronger version than the regular, but they'll be rare to get. During your turn, you can do anything in any order you want besides attacking. Attaching enemy, evolving Pokemon, putting Pokemon in the bench slots, playing supporter or item cards, all can be done in any order. As soon as you attack, however, your turn will end after the attack, so keep that in mind. The battle is won when either you or your opponent reach 3 points. You earn a point whenever you defeat an opponent's Pokemon, and your opponent will gain a point whenever they defeat one of yours. Defeating an EX Pokemon will give you 2 points. Pretty straightforward. So with that said, that's all the basic info you really need. So have fun opening packs, collecting your favorite cards. Hope you get some good ones. That's going to be it for this guide. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.